Hey guys, Ashley Evans Smith here with Dr. William Kessler, aka the Fight Doc. We're here in Tustin, California at Kessler Family Wellness. Thank you for talking to us. I know you're very busy. We'll keep it short.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So I'm just going to get right into it. Doc is very busy. He's got tons of patients that he sees every day. Can you tell us what exactly do you do here at Kessler Family Wellness?
Well, Kessler Family Wellness, we're a full-service shop. We don't just treat fighters. Have made my reputation treating fighters. I've been involved with it for 23 years. But we do chiropractic, sports rehabilitation, physical therapy. We actually have an in-house pain management doctor. We have plenty of massage therapists. We have an in-house orthopedist. So pretty much can handle any of your ailment needs.
Awesome. So just because you are the fight doctor doesn't mean you just see fighters. You see anyone at any time?
Little guys, grandmas, and everything in between.
Okay. So if you're a fighter out there and you are in Tustin, California, and you need some help, you can come here. It's not just for fighters. So how many doctors do you have on staff exactly?
5 chiropractors, and then myself as the floor manager and clinic director, like 7 massage therapists, a physical therapist, pain management doctor, a physician's assistant, and an orthopedic surgeon.
Wow, awesome. And I've been coming here personally for my needs for quite a few years, and I've seen interns come and go, and I think it's really awesome because it's a place where you get to interact, you get hands-on experience, and you get to meet a lot of interesting people, fighters, and other people as well. So what is your internship program like?
I am contracted with Southern California University of Health and Sciences, formerly known as LACC. That's my alumni. And if the students, it's a 10-term program, when they get the 7th and 8th term, if they've handled all their business, they're actually afforded the opportunity to come out into the field and work with a doctor like myself to kind of learn the ropes, learn how we do it, learn the ins and outs, so they can hit the ground running a little bit better when they go open their own practices.
That's awesome. Okay, well, I want to know a little bit more background about you personally. Did you always want to be a chiropractor? Did you always want to help people? When did this start?
I actually wanted to play shortstop for the Pittsburgh Pirates, but how this came about was I always had some back issues. My father, all his brothers had back surgeries, and I can remember as far back as freshman or sophomore year of football and wrestling, having some back issues where I missed some time, had to miss a couple games, missed some school. So in the back of my mind, if I didn't make the shortstop with the Pittsburgh Pirates, I was going to go to chiropractic college. So when I batted .240 at Orange Coast College, I decided to get my prerequisites done and ended up being one of the youngest guys ever to get into Los Angeles College of Chiropractic, and probably one of the youngest doctors at the time, 24 years ago. Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah, I was always wondering how exactly you got started. I never asked you personally, and I always wanted to know that. So I guess another question, kind of how it came about, was how did you become the Fight Doctor? How's that nickname, and how did fighters start coming to you exactly?
It kind of just fell into my lap. I was a fighter. I trained karate, which evolved into Muay Thai once I discovered Kalo no Yama and the implications and damage that Muay Thai could actually create. So I trained, I went away to school, put on some weight, got out of school, wanted to get back in shape, went back to Colin. I believe it was Punch Out back then, back in the day over here in Tustin. And he was training Rico and Tito and Rampage and Tiki and Razor Rob, and I just started adjusting these guys as I was training, and they were like, "Doc, my neck, doc, my back." Started adjusting them, and that camp grew into more and more camps. Brady Fink, Hector Sick Dog Ramirez, Romeo Donza, as you well know, and on and on and on.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. I did not know that. That is my coach as well. That's interesting. So so that means you've been directly, not even indirectly, connected to the mixed martial arts world for a very long time.
Way back when.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
awesome. I think it's
Tito and Rico were wearing the belts. Yeah.
That
Rampage was wearing tube socks up to his knees.
I'll get some footage for you guys later, and I'll splice it in. But there is memorabilia and fight pictures signed by tons of fighters all over the office. And when did you start collecting all the cool things in the office?
Boy, it's been a while. Yeah, probably probably got smart about 8 years into doing it, you know. And thank God I did, because some of the stuff you'll see on the walls is not that I'm looking to sell anything, but some of it's like really super cool. Like
I think priceless.
Rampage's Powerbomb shorts from the Rona fight back in Pride, and yeah, Tito's original Boardwalk UFC poster, and yeah, lots of cool stuff.
Yeah. I'll get some footage and I'll cut it in there. I'm learning editing, but yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know that you actually had done mixed martial arts. I think that when you're dealing with anyone, whether it's your doctor or let's say your therapist or anyone, I think it's if they have a first-hand experience with it, they can help you more.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. Okay. A couple MMA related questions. Have you always been an MMA fan?
Always. Always. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So, of all the fighters you've worked with over the years, I know this is going to be a very hard question, but who is your favorite fighter and why?
I can't answer that one. Come on.
Okay.
I love them all.
You love them all. Okay. Well, here's one. I know you've had some interesting characters, because all fighters are interesting characters, come into the office. Do you have any interesting stories that have happened in the office over the years with fighters, or?
Just some, when Romy and Rampage were together, it was always an adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mayhem's had some funny days in my office, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, do you tell me if you feel like there's anything more rewarding, or what would be the most rewarding part about working with fighters in general?
You know, it's all rewarding, and I love helping fighters. I love getting people back to what they want to do. That extends into soccer players I work with, football players I work with, wrestlers that I work with. I understand that getting better is an essence. We don't really have 6 weeks. If you go to a medical clinic, a lot of times they're like, take these muscle relaxers, put your kid on the shelf for 6 to 8 weeks. Well, people bring me their kids because they know we have a scout coming to watch our kid this week, or so-and-so has a UFC fight next Saturday, doc. I mean, what can we do?
Yeah.
So we have become very proficient at getting people better and getting people better fast. There's a lot of doctors out there who want to sign you up for 60-visit programs. I do exactly the reverse. I would rather get you better in 6 visits and have you go tell 20 of your friends and stay busy that way instead of milking each individual client.
Well, as a fighter and someone who's friends with a lot of fighters, we really appreciate it. So one of my last questions that pertains to MMA, I guess, how do you feel about the UFC implementing more coverage inside and outside the octagon recently, insurance coverage-wise?
You know, I think it's fantastic. Been waiting for this for a long time, as you know. Up until very recently, you pretty much weren't covered unless something happened in the cage on fight night. There was some kind for about a year. They've had some coverage where I think the deductible was $5,500 or something, which, you know, if you're not walking around with the belt around your waist, you probably don't have that kind of cash laying around. So I think it's fantastic.
Does it help your business at all?
Well, it's only been like a month now, right? So we'll see. But I really don't want to name names because a lot of these guys have fights coming up. But a lot of fighters who are fighting in the next 4 weeks or so have gotten little minor injuries, which, you know, you get hurt more in camp than you do in the fight.
Oh, for sure, always.
95% of the time. So we've been able to successfully navigate a few of the last fight cards and a few coming up to happen. And when these fighters probably would have, maybe not, some of them maybe not have been able to fight because they didn't have the deductible money.
Yeah.
So it's great.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. Well, I guess one of my last question in general, where do you see yourself and the clinic here, the office? What are your future goals? Do you want to expand?
You know, we're talking about taking over the front suite here and adding a few things. I've been asked to open satellites numerous times.
What exactly is that?
Like put my clinic in LA or put my clinic in Palm Springs.
Got it, okay.
Put my clinic in San Diego.
Like sister locations?
Yeah, but with me, I need to be here. And until this place is running like a top where I can remove myself for 2-3 weeks at a time, I don't see that happening. Yeah. I don't want to open something just to put my name on it and have it flounder. Yeah. You see how successful we are. Nobody leaves here without a smile. So until I can figure out how to do that and make sure everyone leaves with a smile, then that probably won't happen.
You're gonna need like 7 more Dr. Kesslers
I need to
because
follow myself,
yeah. If you don't know, Dr. Kessler's big on giving hugs and making sure you smile when you leave. You come in sad and beat up, and you leave smiling most of the time. So that's awesome. Well, that's all the questions I have, but I do want to give you a chance to tell the followers if I want to set up an appointment or if I want to look at the website. Where would I go? Who do I call?
Numerous places. We are located in Tustin, very close to Irvine, very close to Santa Ana, Red Hill and Warner, 1431 Warner Avenue, Suite B, 714-251. What's the number?
The website, you could find the number. What's
Yeah, KesslerFamilyWellness.com, OrangeCountyFightDoc.com. Yeah.
And how about those social medias? I know you got an Instagram and a Facebook, right?
OC Fight Docs on Twitter. I think it's William Kessler, Instagram, William Kessler, Facebook, Kessler Family Wellness, Facebook, Instagram. I have a social media girl who's coming on board trying to get all that figured out.
You actually, it has been picking up lately, the social media.
I can't even figure out how to get into my YouTube channel. So
Well, when you figure it out, subscribe to this so you can watch our interview.
7116.
Oh, that's the phone number. You got it. Well, thank you so much for doing the interview. That is it. And then now I'm going to get some therapy, and that's it. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Doc. Cool.